Hi, I'm Chad.
And I'm Sarah.
With It's Bourbon Night.
And welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
So the whiskey that we chose to talk about is Wild Turkey Rare Breed. We have a few different incarnations of it, and that's sort of the first thing. I think that the different batches of this, different proofs throughout the years, is something that makes it unique, but also consistent, right?
Sure. I think for me, the fact that you can get something at this proof of this quality for around $50 in our area is made it kind of the old reliable for a long time around here. You know, if I can never figure out what to reach for, that's sort of a default, but in a good way.
Yeah, and also, doing our YouTube channel for over 8 years, a lot of times when we're reviewing something that we really recommend, we'll get a good portion of people saying, yeah, but is it better than XYZ? And Rare Breed is one of those.
Sure, it's often used as a benchmark to measure, more expensive or more limited products against. If there's not enough differentiation between between Rare Breed's proof, cost, quality, and this thing that costs maybe double, triple, quadruple the amount. Yeah, it's hard to argue for it, Rare Breed is such a solid, everyday on-the-shelf product.
Yeah, now the one that we have in our glass is the proof, the release, the small batch, whatever you want to call it, of today, which is 116.8. But we have a couple of older proofs here. In fact, I love
that old label, that vintagey.
This one still has a price sticker on it, which is actually more expensive back in its day, at least the place that this was originally from, $54.99.
Not by much.
This is the highest proof release that it has come to, and I feel like we're about ready for a refresh. This version of Rare Breed has been out there for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if within the next couple of years we see a new proof of it.
I'll be looking forward to that.
So, we're gonna give it because we're thirsty.
For me, I've always been a big fan of, the spice level of Wild Turkey products in general, but that coupled with the proof on this one, it's just really enjoyable in your glass. Like, again, a solid default. I'm gonna fall back on Rare Breed.
Yeah, we kind of say, if you're going to a concert, if this were a band, it would be playing the hits. It's your classic caramel vanilla flavors that you get in a lot of bourbon, but it's their hit. The proof is, for us, just right. Nice barrel finish on there too.
Got oak, but it's just the right amount. It's not super overpowering. Mm-hmm. It's got caramel, it's got vanilla, it's got the rye spice, but not too much. But it's definitely not a weeded product. Like it tickles on the mouthfeel.
We've got actually a neat little story about one of the older bottles of Rare Breed, and we actually have the bottle in the story. So we were at Bourbon on the Banks. It's a festival in Frankfort, Kentucky, and afterwards we went to this Italian restaurant.
It's like one of the only restaurants that was open after the festival, say 9 p.m. in Frankfort, Kentucky. They have a bar, so we gathered with some friends who were also attending the festival.
Yeah, and I kind of, I'm scanning their bar, and then I see this bottle, which I can tell is Wild Turkey product, but I don't recognize the label, so I asked the bartender, what's that bottle between that bottle and that bottle? And he says, it's called Wild Turkey Rare Breed, as if I hadn't heard it before. And I'm like, is it now?
Bring that over
May
here.
I see? He brings over this bottle, completely corked, with the plastic on it, never been opened. And I said, how much is that per pour? Please and thank you.
Yep.
I don't remember exactly, but it's somewhere around $6 to $7 for a pour, ounce and a half, I believe. So I said, okay. Let's just.
So it's like, I'll take one, Sarah will take one, this friend will take one, he'll take one, who else wants one?
We got 10. Anyway, we ended up completely draining the bottle.
Not just we between us, we the group.
We the people. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of cork because, of course, older bottle, the cork broke off.
Disintegrated, yeah.
That's why he was back there for 20 minutes. I'm like, oh no, he found out, or the manager was like, what are you doing with that bottle? What are you doing selling that?
And he's like, you told them how much? $6?
They got wise to it. But he comes out and is like, sorry, the cork broke. I had to, sieve, and all that. And I'm like, hey, it's fine. Another cool thing, Denny Potter and Jane Bowie, who are now Potter Jane, previously before that, they were both a Maker's Mark. They were there. We saw them there. They're there for the festival. Yeah. So we go and we buy both of them a pour, and we're like, hey guys, you like Old Wild Turkey? And like, yeah, of course. So,
you gotta try this.
You gotta try this. So it was the whole thing, and we loved it. And then afterwards, when it was empty, I was like,
Chad said, can I keep the bottle?
Can I keep that bottle?
Yeah. For me, I really enjoyed that night because, again, it's kind of what you hope to experience with a group of, from your community, a group of whiskey lovers, is to find that one thing that is special, that is a really good price that you just don't find that every day. You don't walk into a bar and see, an older label expression of Wild Turkey Rare Breed for $6 a pour and get to share it with a bunch of friends and everybody gets to discuss it and taste it all together. I mean, that was a special moment.
I mean, even if it were the modern day for that price, it would have been a deal, and that probably
Agreed.
been one of what we would have, poured up. But the fact that it was a vintage, which we don't know the exact date, it has WT0196. That's probably when this label started in 1996, but it went on for several years, much like this one has too. So who knows?
Who knows how
the exact date? How they had it, I don't know. But that's our story. Plus, Sarah, we buried the lead. This one, our best bourbon blind under $100 bracket. It was 55 episodes of one-on-one.
Don't even get us started on that.
To get it, and this made it through all those to the very end. Best bourbon blind under $100.
Yeah, just another point in its pro category. Yeah, another feather in its cap.
And that's our story.
Yep. If you want to learn more about our channel and what we're doing, you can head on over to youtube.com/itsbourbonnight and give us a subscribe. Follow along.
We're really glad that you're here.